Saturday, April 6th, 2024, and yesterday's episode of The View was preempted by my local news because we had an earthquake. So I had to watch The View later. I didn't feel the earthquake. I was walking my dog, and neither the dog nor I broke stride at all. Didn't feel a thing. Um, I think it really depended on whether or not someone was indoor rather than outdoor. To Because indoor you would, have the shaking and the rattling. Because most of the people that I know who are outside was like, I don't know what happened. Um, and uh, my friends in Manhattan, like some of whom were like only a couple blocks from each other, would be like, um, "What earthquake?" or "Oh my god, I thought the building was gonna fall down." And it was like, but you're yeah, like it must have been the same sensation, but anyway, I decided that it must be like cilantro, you know. Just it only affects certain people. Anyway, so we had an earthquake in New York, and you would have thought like literally like the sky was falling. It was just all this coverage, and everybody was, these all these newscasters all over the city, and talking to people from the whole tri-state area, and it was just like, you guys, the ground shook, and there was no damage to anything or anyone. You don't need this constant coverage. Um, I was like, it just felt like overkill. Um, so I watched The View later on a recorded version of it from I don't understand how it works, but anyway, uh, goddamn Dwayne Johnson, that's bullshit. Um, it's fine if the women of The View had a whole big discussion about um his interview on Fox News where he said he wasn't going to endorse Joe Biden because the last time he did that, it caused such divisiveness and division. Um, and that's a cheap shot, and it's almost like putting that blame on Biden as if Biden were the divisive candidate of the two that are running. Which, by the way, are the same two that were running back then. So I don't know. Um, it, it and then so the ladies have this discussion about whether or not somebody you are obligated, and Sonny's been on this rant that if you have a platform you have to use it, blah blah blah. um and I tend to think if you want to use it, if you don't. But by going on and making this very specific statement that I'm not going to endorse a political candidate um on Fox News, it, that just seems like because it's divisiveness and I got too much flack for it. That's like I'm more concerned about my bottom line and people liking me than I am about the democracy of this country. Like that just seems so self-serving and selfish and pathetic. That fuck Dwayne Johnson. I just think that's bullshit. Um, so that's you know fuck him. uh, what other news is there? I don't remember. I went plant shopping. We had snow, we had hail, it's been just weird weather. And I'm looking forward to the eclipse. I'm gonna go into the total zone. Um, I'll be singing Bonnie Tyler in my head the whole time. Um, oh, the other thing that was on the view is the airplane thing. That's listen. I don't know what this woman was wearing, and what kind of nipple protuberance may have been happening through her shirt, no matter what size her breasts were. Um, Anna Navarro brought up a young woman, teenage girl, I think, who was refused um, boarding onto a United, I think it was United flight, because she was wearing leggings. That was a very specific case. She was on a family pass, which means she was getting free flight. And there's very strict dress code about when you're using that kind of a buddy pass or a friends and family pass that allows you free passage. I think you just pay the taxes, but it's a very specific dress code. And So she was told to change. She went and she changed and she got on the plane. I don't know why that ever became a scandal and why people got so mad, but fuck you. There are rules and you don't get to take if you're going to take advantage of this opportunity that gives you a free flight, then follow the fucking rules. Um and it just it you know, uh, I don't really understand why how people get on planes in pajamas. I don't understand taking their big giant bed pillows. I don't understand most of how the the some of the hordes of people travel, but it's usually very obvious at an airport or during any kind of plane travel experience what kinds of people are accustomed to um, public transport on a daily basis and who and what people are not, because there's just things you don't do and things you don't bring, because that's I mean you know I realize the planes are a private enterprise and you're paying to be on the plane, and people are like, I bought my seat, I can wear whatever I want. But no, you're still in fucking public. Ugh, people are the worst. Oh, happy weekend, everyone.